If you've ever studied psychology, you might have been surprised to realize that things are only labeled weird, odd, or strange because we decide to label them that way.
Weird, very weird.
One day, something may be considered wrong or weird, and years later, it may be accepted as a part of daily culture.
Everybody does that. Yes.
In fact, I would go as far as to say that most things that are interesting are usually a little weird.
You know, this is so weird. You are like the coolest guy.
The best music artists are controversial or extreme. The more intriguing homes or AirBnBs are tiny, enormous, built in trees or caves, or have some other anomaly that makes them stand out.
Cool.
And finally, some people are labeled as weird, but many are also considered to be highly intelligent, creative, or interesting. Hello, Elon Musk. And that brings me to the point of this video. Why are INFJs so weird?
I don't know.
INFJs are introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging, as per the Myers-Briggs personality assessment. And they are the rarest personality type of all.
How?
They are thoughtful, deep thinkers who go beyond the boring daily world with their imagination and leadership. INFJs stand up and make a difference for what they believe in. To give you an idea, some famous INFJs are Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Marie Kondo, Mother Teresa, and Lady Gaga. How's that for an assortment of talent, success, and innovation?
Show-stopping, spectacular.
If that group of INFJs tells you much about their personality type, you can tell that they leave their mark on the world. Unlike much of the rest of us.
Same, but different.
That's the first reason they are weird, stand out, and can't fit in with the crowd. What do I mean by that? Well, not to drag down the other personality types, but most of the human population is fine coasting through life.
Explain.
We do our 9 to 5, work, have a family, take a vacation now and again, and then call it a day after 80-odd years of living.
Well, that is what we're doing, isn't it?
Not INFJs. They are odd because they push full throttle to leave their mark on the dusty earth they eventually leave behind.
I will make history!
When they do leave their mark, it's for the good of others. They don't want to just be famous or rack in the dough.
The American dream is dead.
They want to empower and help those around them and be a force of good in the world. Their strong sense of conscientiousness lets them lead from their moral compass, and they trust their intuition along the way to help. I bet a true INFJ would feel morally compelled to like this video to show their support. Want to join the unique bandwagon? You know I appreciate it. Okay, if it sounds like I'm describing a pretty altruistic kind of person, it's because I am. This brings me to the second point of why INFJs are so weird.
Tell me why.
Because of their uniqueness, INFJs often feel that they don't fit in with most people.
I don't belong here.
Which is true, but they still choose to defend those around them over personal gain any day. If you aren't an INFJ, take a minute to think about the last time you felt isolated. I remember feeling weird in this one math class I had to take. I felt like everybody had a friend in that class except for me. Ugh. For some reason, I couldn't click with the group. We got along fine as acquaintances, but when I was offered the opportunity to swap classes, I did. Even though that meant that I was leaving my group one student short for the final project. I did what was best for me like most of us would. Why are you looking at me like that? Come on, I bet you would have done the same. Anyway, an INFJ would beg to disagree. Even in moments where they feel uncomfortable, they will go above and beyond for the good of others. They'll stick out unpleasant situations or stand up for people they aren't even friends with. Heck, they may not even like those people.
That girl makes me sick.
Think of the last time you helped someone you didn't like. Oof, it's tough for me to pinpoint a time. What about you? Let's be real, no one likes helping out someone ungrateful or someone who treats them poorly. It's much easier to let them struggle and go on your way. That's a normal reaction. But INFJs aren't normal. They'll take the critique, the judgment, the punishment, and all the heat from the haters and stick to what they know is good and right in their hearts.
We'll die doing what's right.
But
they will fall one time, get pushed down the next, and still rise and trot ahead towards their conscientious goal. These are the qualities that make them admirable, humble, and sometimes a martyr for a good cause. The INFJ commitment is intense and usually unparalleled. They strive for what is good and turn their backs on things that are morally wrong, no matter how enticing. Ask them if they want $1 million or the good of the people, and they'll likely choose the latter. How's that for one of a kind? Next time we call INFJs weird, remember that life without weirdness would be...
This is... What? This is boring.
super boring, and that everyone exciting or unique is also a little weird. If anything, INFJs are intensely unique, and that's what makes them, them. All right, to all my weirdos out there, because we're all a little weird deep down, aren't we? I hope you learned something new today about INFJs. As always, thanks for watching.